Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Welcome to Palais Mermoni.
The weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Welcome to Palais Mermoni.
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow.
Welcome to Palais Mermoni.
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Welcome to Palais Mermoni.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well. I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Welcome to Palais Mermoni. Palais Mermoni.
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Welcome to Palais Mermoni. Welcome to Palais Mermoni.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered.
This tomorrow.
If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Welcome to Palais Mermoni. Palais Mermonia.
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Welcome to Palais Mermonia.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Welcome to Palais Mermonia.
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Welcome to Palais Mermonia.
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
Welcome to Palais Mermonia.
Boring. Isn't there
Testing, testing. Can you hear your beautiful voice? Testing, testing.
I hope the weather's nice.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, there we go.
tea parties
I was
are a must
afraid
for the
that I would
well-mannered.
have to
If you'd like to learn
turn
the
off my
proper
fan
etiquette,
again.
I'd be happy to teach you.
My heavy fan isn't even on today. It's just, my lighter fan that's on. But, like, even the lighter fan is audible in background, so I was worried.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Looks like a bot showed up while I was gone. Goodbye, bot.
I hope the weather's nice like this
Me
tomorrow.
too! Ooh, what's up, Twitch? It's your Lord and Savior, King D Free Five for another stream of Let's Play Genshin Impact. In the last stream, I think we did a summer quest. I'm not sure. I know for sure we missed the Yelan quest because I was on vacation. Today we are going to do some friendship quests because I'm still missing 2 endings and I am missing 3 Beidou endings. Now, do these make the first content ever? Probably not. But I need an excuse to play this game so I can do my polls for Chaska. I could also just pull Chaska off camera, but what fun is that? Now, for our warm-up today, instead of battle, we're going to do this event because this event is just going to be taking pictures and will take No time at all. So let's make this the warm-up. See, it's not even voiced. What do you have to show me, Paimon? Ah, yes, pictures of our travels. Lovely photos, Paimon. Yep, I remember. Oh, so Nodcry is part of Snezhnaya. Okay. Oh, is it 2 pictures per region? Interesting. Natlan or the Traveler, 17 to 22 in the designated area. Oh, you're really gonna make me go there manually, you slut. It's okay. We've got Team Farina, so this is actually going to be fairly... Wait, really? Here? Okay. You good, Farina? Okay. We're gonna walk on water, okay, Jesus? So we need your Jesus powers. I am going the right way, right? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Jesus walks, God, show me the way, 'cause the devil's trying to break me down. Jesus, the only thing that I pray is that my feet don't fail me now. Maybe I won't do all of these as the warm-up solely because of the travel time. Luckily, this has a high travel time because it wasn't near a teleportation waypoint. Maybe the others won't be as bad.
Shower me with praise.
No, you don't deserve praise. What am I saying? You're walking on fucking water. You deserve praise. He wants to quit Paimon's camera. Why? Dude, it's taking a picture. I don't need a tutorial. Okay, what item am I most okay at being replaced? You, probably. Destroy her camera! I can't destroy her camera. So was the picture taking point? Is it just here? Oh no, it's up here. Here. Hello, Kanich. What do you need, Almighty Dragon Lord? For you, obviously we'll do cool. So cool is him with a hand on his shoulder and a howl laughing. Let me see, fun. Really, thinking is fun for you? And a howl is talking. And formal. So a howl will just do the opposite of what Kaniche is doing. We'll do cool. We're ready. You're ready. No one else is. Okay, we need from Natlan or the Traveler. Do I have any good Natlan characters to use? I guess the closest person to Kaniche would be Kachina.
Okay, let's go!
Okay, we need it to be between 17 and 22. What is the paper theater they wanted me to take a picture of? Like, I know it doesn't matter, but I still want to try to get what they wanted. Sure, let's do... I don't know, man. How do I take the picture? That counts? Or did I fuck it up? I got it. A pyro elemental skill in the arena. I know Bennett doesn't count as a Natlan character, so this is the perfect one to do him. Since it just requires fire, and it's a picture Natlan.
Take cover! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
That didn't work how I wanted it to.
Get out of here! Take cover! Get out of here!
I want to do the charge shot, but I don't think they're gonna get it. I can't do the charge shot. They won't let the charge one won't work. Huh? Why won't you let me camera after doing the attack?
Let's light it up.
Game? They won't let me do the camera shortcut after I do the swing.
Get out of here.
I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. Did it work? Okay, there we go. Why is that so hard? These pictures look fucking horrible. Alright, we might finish taking pictures later, but for now let's do the actual story quests.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
Farina, you get to be Lynette's friend because I don't have Linny. And we'll start from the beginning for anyone who missed these events, because they're pretty early switches that, these missing stories are, so it shouldn't be too bad. Kitty, oh my sweetie baby, hello, hello kitty baby. Kitty, love you. Is that Lynette with a little kitty?
Meow.
What are you up? Definitely stealth.
It's you. 1 second. Now activating chat mode. You made me jump there. I thought they'd finally caught me.
They? Is someone out to kidnap you?
Objectively speaking, the trouble was entirely of my own making. Half an hour ago, I was at Hotel de Boer for a drinks reception. It was to celebrate the successful opening of a show, but it was draining my energy. So, I waited for the right moment, then snuck away so I could switch to standby mode.
I see. So they sent someone to find you and bring you back? But why?
Probably because I'm playing the lead role in the show.
The lead role?
Is that so surprising?
Yes.
I'm always getting invitations to do solo performances. I just usually get Linny to write back and turn them down. But then came the Fontanalia Film Festival. We took all the kids from the House of the Hearth out to see a film, and after it finished, they all started clamoring for me to try out acting for some reason. Even Linny was chanting along with them. Anyway, it just so happened that a director called Mary who had sent me an invitation right around then. I'll spare you the details, but basically, I ended up accepting it.
So this is the dramatic debut of the magician's puppet, huh?
You nailed it. I'm playing the role of a puppet. In fact, the show's called The Lost Puppet, and it's a masked mime show. So, I don't have to do any facial expressions or say any lines. Literally just a series of physical movements. The director says it's a very avant-garde art form.
That does sound pretty avant-garde. But can people understand the plot?
Art is not comprehended by the mind, but felt in the heart. At least, that's what the director says. Anyway, if nothing else, the opening performance seemed to go down well. At the drinks reception, everyone was crowding around me, saying, "Triumphant character portrayal, faithful adaptation of the original work, unequivocally, quintessentially avant-garde," and stuff like that. But being the center of attention is draining. So the moment they left me to go harass the director instead, I was out of there.
I wonder, was this event originally done during the words I can English? During the strike? I don't remember Lynette's voice acting being this good. Maybe it's just that I forgot most of Lynette's storyline, but I don't remember her voice acting being this good. And the fact that I don't remember her voice acting being this good makes me wonder if she wasn't voiced the last time I did this. For once, you weren't able to use Lenny as a human shield.
The other thing is, some weird things happened while I was on the stage.
Like meowing?
Oh, sorry, Bonnie. I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation.
I take it Bonnie's your pet cat?
No, we just met. We bumped into each other right after I slipped away.
And you've already named her.
Well, it'd be kind of difficult for us to communicate otherwise. Besides, I think she's taken a liking to the name. Haven't you, Bonnie? Yeah, that's right. Good kitty. We'll go find your owner soon, I promise.
Owner? Not a stray cat, then?
Nope. She's wearing a collar, and for the most part, she's pretty well groomed. If she is a stray, she hasn't been for long. Her stomach's been growling a lot. I guess she must have been missing for a few days now. As much as I'd love to hang out with her for a while longer, her owner's probably worried sick about her. Assuming she has an owner, that is. But the reception... I should probably show my face there again at some point, even if it's just to make excuses and leave again. Decision time.
This is a tough decision for you?
Well, I just find it exhausting, thinking through all the different ramifications of different choices and so on. That's more Lenny's area than mine. So, unless it's something really important, I usually just leave the decision-making to him.
But for once, he's not here when you need him. But that doesn't happen often.
It's fine. He got Lemonade to make me a little something for just this situation. Poof! A phaetometer.
What's this?
It looks pretty over the top, I know. But it's essentially just a box of cards. He kept the design simple, so it'd be harder to break. The way it works is, I pick a card at random, then look at the number on the card.
And how's to help you make a decision?
Well, for example, if the number on the card is 5 or higher, I help Bonnie find her owner. If it's less than 5, I go back to the reception.
Simple and
I
straightforward.
just have to believe in the bond between me and my cards, and my fate will reveal itself to me in numerical form. At least, that's what Lenny said. Anyway, I guess I'll give you a demonstration.
If memory serves, this event is like fully decided by the Phaetometer. I don't think you can make any choices yourself.
Huh, I didn't like that. Was I using it wrong? Maybe if I just...
Lynette smacks the card box. All the cards fall to the ground.
Clearly, there's some design flaws to iron out. I'll have to let Fremine know.
I feel like this wasn't a design issue.
Let's see, which card did I get?
All of them. Less than 5, so that means no helping Bonnie.
Well, the cards fell on the ground though, so I don't think it counts as fate. If you want to get the right answer, you have to let fate decide. Also something Lenny said. So, to put it another way, if picking a card up off the ground is how to not leave it to fate, then that means it must be the wrong answer.
I think what Lenny actually meant is sometimes you have to accept the answer you didn't want.
Or... why don't you pick a card? Since I ran into you here, that means... our fates are, like, interfering with each other.
You should leave the razzle-dazzling to Lenny.
Thank you. This one is final, I promise. Here, take the phaetometer. If it's 5 or above, that means fate successfully changed. Anything lower than 5 is a fail. Also, if you have your own thoughts about what I should do, feel free to share it. Now that I've got a good problem solver here to help, I don't need to run every little thing by fate.
I don't remember what I chose last time. How about you do neither?
Huh?
If it was that urgent, someone would have come looking by now. Applies both to your troop and to Bonnie's owner.
What you're saying is, since nobody's come looking, I can just keep hanging out with Bonnie for a bit longer? Is that really okay?
Persuasion will Bonnie just like the idea. I need 10 or higher. It is not okay.
Maybe not. As much as I don't want to, I really should be getting back. Besides, if someone does come looking for me or Bonnie and finds me just chilling out with a cat, I feel like I'd have a lot of explaining to do. Back to the drinks reception.
And clearly you don't want to go. You could just...
Nope. I said it was your decision. I'm not gonna waste any more energy dragging my feet. Besides, the drinks reception is technically part of the job as an official publicity event. So, if I bail on it...
You'll feel guilty
I
inside?
might get sued for breach of contract, and that would be a huge pain in the butt. One other thing. Do you want to come with me? If you're free, I mean.
Sure, then you'll have at least one friend there.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Okay, which path did I need to take? Ah, the banquet was the path I needed to take. It's a good thing I failed with the cat, because I did the cat. So, the first one I did was the find the cat path. Then I did the do nothing path. So now we do the banquet path. Okay. Okay. It's okay, I can make that joke, I'm black.
There you are, Lynette! Where did you disappear to? Leone and I have been looking everywhere for you. Wait, where did you get the cat?
We brought the cat with
I
us.
found her outside. Do either of you happen to recognize her?
I don't think so. Could belong to one of the guests, I suppose.
Fair enough. It was a long shot.
So sorry we couldn't help you, Lynette.
Don't worry. We'll ask around for you. Leone's probably just being forgetful.
Maybe you could leave her with us. We'll take her to the reception desk and see if they know anything. And if not, we'll just keep looking.
Sure. I would help, but I'm a little preoccupied. Sorry to dump this on you.
It's no trouble at all. We're happy to help however we can.
Also, if it's no trouble, I mean, could we maybe get an autograph? And maybe a photo, too?
Leone, you can't spring that on her now. Not while she's working. At least wait until the event's finished. One last thing, Lynette. Director Mary is looking for you. We'll take the cat to the front desk now. See you later.
You're so popular.
I'm not usually required at these kinds of events, so I don't even have an event mode. Alright, guess I'd better go see the director.
Just go with conversation mode.
Spectacular choreography, a masterpiece of mise-en-scène, and the performance, oh my, groundbreaking, dripping with, je ne sais quoi. My congratulations on another magnificent show, sir.
Yes, I, for one, was particularly captivated by the clearly allegorical narrative undertones. The Lost Puppet shines a spotlight on the impact of technological advances in our modern society, particularly as they relate to changing modes of emotional expression and the challenge of mutual intelligibility.
I hate everything.
Pioneering work, so far ahead of its time. A tour de force of avant-garde theater.
I'd like to leave this conversation now.
Of tomorrow's newspapers, they will certainly be singing your praise, Director Merriu.
But it was a group effort, of course. To convey emotions in a silent show with no facial expressions, the entire cast had to go above and beyond. Everyone truly outdid themselves.
Speaking of the cast, Jillian, another strong performance from you in Director Merriu's latest show, as of course we've all come to expect from your numerous successful collaborations to date.
Okay, they're still stroking each other's cocks, but at least now they're speaking English, and I can appreciate that.
That's quite an overstatement. I've only ever played supporting roles.
On that point, you stated a few months ago in an interview that you were looking to secure a leading role in your next show. What led you to the decision to stay in a supporting role this time around?
We had a discussion about this, and while Lynette hadn't previously performed in an acting role, we were blown away by her talent, and she was a perfect fit for this character. Quite simply, this was the role she was born to play.
Exactly. I was honored to share the stage with her. Lynette worked extremely hard in all of the rehearsals, and she's an incredibly talented actress.
I feel sorry for Blondie.
Oh, Lynette's back!
Hey, Lynette, where have you been?
Were you in standby mode? Some reports say you switched that state to recharge after a show.
Ah, method acting, of course. Such a compelling portrayal of a mechanical puppet could only be achieved by an actor who lives and breathes their role even while off stage.
To the extroverts, autists, and autistic extroverts, I'd like to apologize on his behalf, because I imagine that must feel really fucky to hear.
Those seemingly stilted movements were in fact an inspired portrayal of the character. The ostensibly bad acting, in reality, was the product of supreme acting skill.
The fuck?
I went outside and there was this cat there, so I played with the cat for a bit.
A cat? We've long heard that you are a kind soul, as well as an incredible actress. No wonder your debut performance has garnered such popularity.
This show looks on track to break box office records for avant-garde theater. Lynette, any words for the fans?
Not really, no.
I believe Lynette is trying to say that the act of performance itself is the actor's true means of connecting with their fans.
Sure, let's go with that.
Oh, I see. Lynette, any comments?
She said no, leave her alone!
Right, exactly.
But don't you want the fans to know how you're feeling right now? After the hugely successful opening of your first ever show?
No, she doesn't! Leave her alone!
I'm sure the fans would love to learn a bit more about you, too.
How interesting.
Observe Lynette to see how she... I do not need to observe her. It's obvious how she's feeling. She hates every bit of this. Lynette's voice was still deadpan during the interview. Sounded like an auto-reply bot. Hold on, Lynette has only just finished performing. She needs to recharge.
Really? I'm so sorry. How rude of me.
How did no one pick up on this?
Huh? Wait, you're the traveler who's been in the news. Did you come to see the show?
Sure.
Wow, are you a fan of Lynette too? Do you have any comments on her first performance?
I'm more of her manager than anything. You and Lynette struggle to keep up as you're both imbued with questions. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just... Turns out, even with you here to share the load, I can't cope with this stuff, even in Tea Party mode.
Tea Party mode?
It's a power-saving mode for participating in conversation at tea parties. Normally, I can get through an entire conversation just with, oh, that's true, and how interesting. But at a tea party, I'm not normally subjected to a constant stream of questions. The energy consumption of that interview just now was 3 times as much as the average tea party.
It's a big adjustment. Give it some time.
I think I'd rather pray that I never have to do it again.
Lynette, Director Mariu would like you to join the group photo to commemorate the successful opening of the show.
Pictures don't require talking.
Group photo?
It's just the members of the troupe, along with Maloney and Corentin. Everyone's waiting for you.
Alright then. See you in a minute.
She sounds like she's dying inside. Lynette and Cyril. Cyril, when we enter Fire Emblem?
My thanks to each and every one of you here for your help in making The Lost Puppet a success. The group photo is already being printed as I speak. You can collect your copy from the first floor after the drinks reception concludes. May it serve as a reminder of this fabulous performance every time you see it.
Mariu! Get over here. Let's have another drink. There's a few things I need you to glance over for me.
Wait, that means reception still isn't over?
I thought the group photo was the final hurdle. Well, at least there's no more people hounding me with questions. I just need to find somewhere to switch to standby mode, and the time will fly by. I hope.
Go to the second floor to pass time. What, is that me?
Hotel de Bour's Ile Flottante is as wonderfully sweet as ever.
Me? You've managed to get an invite to the drinks reception too?
Traveler? Lynette? Oh, wait, hold on. What do you mean, managed to get an invite? I'm an expert in the dramatic arts. Of course I was invited.
Also, she's the most famous person in all of Fontaine.
I want to hear my comments on the emerging art form that is the Masked Mind Show.
So then, what did you think?
Remarkable. And a very worthwhile artistic endeavor. Exploring a character with no lines or facial expressions who can only communicate how they feel through their movement. Your performance was beyond anything I could have imagined, Lynette. Clearly, this was a very suitable role for you indeed.
You seem to hear a sound. Wait, what perception check? Listen closely, you can hear some small noise coming from the back corner.
Is something wrong?
How did I automatically get that success? What?
Please go on.
Oh, basically, I think I'd give it a positive review overall. Just not as gushing as the crowd downstairs.
So, you thought they were pretty over the top too?
In fairness, it's normal to bring along some vocal supporters for publicity when a new show opens. But still, this was something else. Then again, I'm no specialist in avant-garde theater. Maybe I'm just not well acquainted with their review criteria. Or maybe it's because I came to the show with some preconceived expectations. I did happen to see the original draft of Mariu's script a while back.
What original draft?
Oh? He didn't show it to you? It must have been a few months ago. He came to me to get some advice from an experienced performer's perspective, and then asked if I could write a few reviews of his new play. I had a lot on my plate at the time, so I had to turn him down. I only skimmed a few sections, but they seemed quite different from the final version. I can't say I remember the plot, but I don't know. The protagonist just seemed more complex, I guess. Especially in the last two scenes. Still a mechanical puppet on the outside, of course, but she seemed to have more emotional depth on the inside.
So they basically changed the character to match Lynette. I feel even more sorry for Blondie now.
Emotional depth?
Oh, I'm just thinking aloud here. Don't take it to heart. Besides, a script and a play are two very different beasts. There are so many fine details to consider when turning a story into a stage production. More than most people could imagine. Especially with a novel art form like a masked mind show. I'm sure Mariu had his reasons for the changes he made. Change of topic. I see you've escaped the crowds to seek refuge on the second floor. Fame can be overwhelming at first, can't it? Perhaps you'd benefit from hearing about the experiences of a veteran celebrity such as myself.
No thanks, I'm good. Pretty sure this will be my first and last time in this situation.
Hey, at least let me finish. I have top tips on dealing with belligerent reporters, slipping away to hunt down snacks during the intermission.
Tell me everything.
Hold up, I need to check and see if the fan is audible. Alright, doesn't seem like the fan's too audible. Cool. Actually, I can't hear much of anything in the test menu. Let me hear in the stream. I hope that lag is just because my internet's shit. I really hope that is just because my phone is slow.
First, take a seat, mon ami. We must partake of Hotel de Boer's fine desserts as we talk, lest they go to waste.
The three of you enjoy some delectable treats at the reception.
Very educational.
Educational isn't the word I'd use. They didn't mention acting once in the whole conversation.
I expect most of the people downstairs have left by now. Time to grab my copy of the group photo and get home. The photo must be in this envelope right here. It's finally.
They didn't mention acting once.
Thank you for sticking around for so long. If it wasn't for you, I don't know how I would have standby moded my way through the last few hours.
Any normal person would find an event like this stressful, but enough to warrant Lynette leaving halfway through? When you left the event midway, what was the real reason? I mean, if you don't really want to talk about it.
It's fine. It's just... It was such a minor thing. While I was on stage, there was a moment when I felt like someone was looking at me.
Someone was.
It was only for an instant, and I didn't even see who it was. But somehow, I knew it was a look of contempt. I got a vague sense of it again during the
Blondie.
reception. Like someone was giving me an evil stare.
Blondie hates you for taking her
I
role.
couldn't figure out who it was.
Perception success. People would manage to hand their photo from at close range. Whoever it was, they must be a good actor. Yeah, it's Blondie.
Normally, I'm used to lurking in the shadows on the stage and spying on other people. So, it was strange. Feeling like I was the one being spied on this time.
Maybe someone's jealous of you? You did land the leading role in your first show.
Or someone just took a disliking to me for no real reason. Sometimes you can like one person and dislike another for equally pointless reasons. Anyway, it was just a momentary stink eye, that's all. Nothing for you to worry about.
Okay, well, if you're not worried, I'm not.
Okay, problem solved. I'm gonna take this envelope and go home now.
You heartless puppet. You ruined this work. Hand over the role to lead actress immediately. What? It's a threat letter?
You have destroyed this work of art. Step down from the leading role at once. Based on the tone, I'd say threat letter is right.
This is far more serious than a momentary stink eye. You need to get to the bottom of it. There were plenty of people downstairs at the time. Any of them could have slipped the letter into the envelope. All the envelopes were left on the table on the first floor. Nobody was tasked with watching them. I could ask reception, but it's unlikely they saw anything. So unless there's anything amiss. The unsealed envelope contained the group photo, the fret letter, and some photographs of Lynette from during the show. This was definitely meant for her. The letter demands that Lynette step down from the leading role, but stops short of saying what will happen if she doesn't. Neither of us recognize the handwriting. It's messy. Perhaps it covered her tracks? Maybe this person just has messy
I
handwriting.
don't think we're gonna find any more clues here.
Shall we ask Mary X what he thinks of the "you have destroyed this work of art"?
Yes, let's. Whatever destroyed means, it could have something to do with the original script that Farina mentioned. Also, I'm gonna have to ask you to stick around a while longer.
I can't believe how well Lynette's debut acting role thing worked out. Even the avant-garde box office is lapping it up.
How could I ever have doubted you? If you hadn't stuck to your guns and kept sending those invitations, this opportunity would have passed us by.
See? I told you. All the times she'd refused in the past were all the more reason to keep inviting her. Because it turns into a big talking point. Can you imagine if you'd gone with Jillian? You'd have been lucky to get half the ticket sales you've ended up with.
True. Well, Jillian still needs to get a few more productions under her belt.
Poor Jillian, man.
Do you have a moment, Director Mario?
Oh!
Ah, if it isn't the star of the show! We were just talking about you. Hmm? Oh, and is that the legendary Traveler with you? I'm guessing you're here to discuss the show with the director? Oh, you're a talented and hardworking actress, Lynette. It's no wonder you're getting such rave reviews. I'll leave you artists to discuss your work in peace. Mariu, make sure you give your star performer and her friend your full attention.
Alright, before we continue, I wanted to say a fun fact before, but don't let me do another scene. So I'm going to say the fun fact now. The other end of this quest, where you actually go to return the cat, leads to a whole thing about uncovering some criminal work that's going on. And you basically had to solve a case at the end of it. So interestingly enough, it seems like this end of the quest is going to do the same thing, where the two endings are solving the case and failing to solve the case. Which I just find interesting that Lynette's one specifically does this. Probably because she's a Fontaine character, and Fontaine had the whole court system and gathering evidence aspect to it.
I certainly will. Lynette carries the fortunes of our entire troop on her shoulders.
Who was that?
Mr. Maloney. An investor or something, I think. I've never asked him.
So, what can I do for the two of you? I'm afraid I'll have to dash soon, as I'm meeting some friends from the newspaper. Otherwise, I'd love to stay longer.
We won't take up much of your time.
We heard that the original script for The Lost Puppet was quite different from the final show. I'm kind of curious to know what the protagonist was like in that version.
Oh, well, this is a surprise. I didn't think you'd be interested in that sort of thing. It's not uncommon for scripts to undergo major changes as they're being brought to the stage. But I'm afraid there's not much to tell you in this case. The protagonist has stayed the same from beginning to end.
Don't lie to us.
A mechanical puppet with a bumbling body but a sensitive soul. A stranger in time who doesn't belong. There's no doubt about it. You are the protagonist, and the protagonist is you. The success of one is the success of the other, and that's what made this show an artistic triumph.
Sorry, you've lost me. Can you put it in plain words?
All right, then. Delving deep in the search of core truths is the job of an artist, after all. You shouldn't give your attention to early drafts of the script, Lynette. All it would do is sow confusion where you already have clarity. The current script is the final version because it is the best version, and your performance best brings that script to life. Why, if it weren't for you, I doubt any audience would give our show the time of day.
Then how do you explain this?
What letter? Oh my goodness!
Why am I automatically getting these checks? Merix's expression is hard to read, but the surprise seems genuine.
Destroyed this work of art? Really?
Well, Director Mariyu, any idea who might have written it?
No. Who on earth would write such nonsense?
We found the envelope containing the group photo. Could it be someone involved in the production?
Absolutely not. Without Lynette, this show would be over. Everyone's hard work would go to waste. No, there's no way that this is someone from the troupe.
Well, is there any way Lynette can lie alone till this blows over?
Maybe Jillian could fill in for me for a while.
What? No way. Out of the question. The protagonist has to be played by Lynette. Jillian can't... She's just not what the audience is looking for. Huh? I've got it. It's a competitor. Yes, this letter must be from a competitor of ours who's trying to get under Lynette's skin. You can't lie low. That's just what they want you to do. The moment you step
No, it's from Jillian.
They rumor mill into overdrive and drag us through the mud. They're just waiting for their chance to kick us while we're down.
A competitor? Really?
Definitely.
Not definitely.
Slander and libel are all their specialties. They drown out the truth with a flood of misinformation, and they stop at nothing once they get riled up.
You sound very familiar with your methods.
There's so many of them out there. Fame always seems to attract haters, no matter what you do to try and keep everyone happy. But don't worry, I will get to the bottom of this.
No, you won't.
Stay strong, Lynette, and keep up the good work on stage. I have to go and meet my friends from the newspapers now, but rest assured, I'll be discussing countermeasures with them.
So, a competitor, huh?
Do you think that's it?
I kinda doubt it. We've dealt with those types before. Usually their goal is to steal our venue for their own show, or to cover up a scandal by planting a story to divert public attention. But at the moment, I don't think anyone's got a reason to do any of that stuff. Let alone pull a stunt like this. A threat letter is quite extreme. Besides, when I felt that evil stare, I'm pretty sure it was coming from somewhere backstage. So that rules out a lot of people. I'm actually more concerned about Mariyu. When I met him, his reaction was pretty unusual.
Now you mention it, it did seem odd.
Especially since Maloney mentioned that the initial plan was to cast Jillian as the lead. Sounds like there was an original protagonist as well as an original script. I should probably go talk to her.
Do you know where she lives?
Yep. She told me she lives in the Fleuve Sandra.
Look at her, living with the poor people. And the mafia. Disgusting.
Lynette? What are you doing? You're not welcome here.
Engie.
I've been to the Fleuve Sandra plenty of times before. This is the first I'm hearing about me not being welcome.
Things are different around here. You might be used to a crowd of bootlicking morons fawning over you wherever you go, but not down here. We know what you are.
Bootlicking morons?
She's got a bone to pick with you, I guess?
I don't know. I've never met this kid before.
Ouch.
Stop that! Go home now!
Jillian!
No buts. How many times do I have to tell you? That had nothing to do with Lynette. If you don't leave right now, I swear I'll never invite you to one of my shows ever again.
Jillian! I... Just because Lady Farina speaks highly of you, it doesn't mean you're all that.
Jillian's a good friend. A little aggressive, but good friend.
Gina's always been a strong-willed child. That's why I never let her visit me at work.
Alright, a good kid then.
I have younger siblings too, so I get it. She's in her rebellious phase, huh? If you let angsty kids get you riled up, they'll drain all your energy. So don't worry, I won't let it get to me.
Well, this situation's a little different in this case, but still, thank you. So, what brings you to the Fleuve Sandra?
Can we talk about the original protagonist?
We heard about it from Maloney. He said you were originally supposed to play the lead.
Maloney, huh? Of course he couldn't keep his mouth shut. I'm sorry. I never mentioned it because Director Mary was very clear that I mustn't let any of it affect you.
Circumstances have changed. Lynette received this letter.
What's this?
So it wasn't you?
I don't know, who would do something like this?
Don't be scared, Jillian. Just tell us what you know.
Okay, I'll try. It's true. I was originally cast as the lead in The Lost Puppet. I worked with director Mary many times before, but only in minor roles. The audiences and critics never had much to say about me. Nothing terrible, but nothing amazing either. A few months ago, Mary started working on a new show, so I plucked up the courage to ask him if I could take the leading role. He was hesitant, but he agreed to let me try for the part. We did a few rehearsals, everything seemed to be going okay, but then...
There's been a change of plan, Jillian. The leading role will now be played by Lynette.
Lynette? But she always turns these things down, doesn't she?
And that's why we cannot afford to waste this opportunity. Jillian, I understand how you must be feeling. But Maloney and myself have to do what's best for the production as a whole. Next time, the lead will be yours. I promise.
I was incredibly disappointed at first, but I also know full well that I don't have Lynette's star power. Without Lynette, how could we ever convince people to pay money to go and see a masked mime show? And if the show was a flop with me in the leading role, how would I answer to the director and the rest of the cast? Then, I got to meet you on stage and found that you're really down to earth, in a way that not many celebrities are. You were kind to everyone, and your performance wasn't bad. Whatever disappointment I had left at that point, I certainly wasn't about to take it out on you.
By wasn't bad, you mean it wasn't great either. So, I'm guessing Mary changed the script to simplify the protagonist, make her a dumbed-down version of the mechanical puppet that I could actually play.
He did make some changes to the script, yes.
How do we get our hands on the original draft? Who currently has it?
Jaik, one of the other actors. He likes to collect Dr. Maryu's old drafts because he hopes to be a director himself one day. He also lives nearby. I can arrange for you to meet him at the tavern.
Makes sense. I always see him talking to Maryu. Alright, see you at the tavern then.
Okay, the tavern is also underground. Sonic Underground. Sonic Underground. Made a found and mother will be found.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Jillian brought me up to speed on the situation. I'm here to help however I can. Here, this is the script you're after.
It's very rough. Looked like he was constantly editing it.
That's always the way with pen and paper drafts. Even the final script is full of last-minute changes by the director. There should be a cleaner copy of the original script in here somewhere. Sorry, it's all a bit mixed up. I just grabbed the whole stack of paper since I was in a rush.
No problem. Now activating search mode. I'll go through one page at a time.
Yeah, 12. Failure. Oh no, it's 14. I thought it was 9. The reason it's so hard to read is that it's been edited with correction fluid multiple times. That's why each line is rewritten at least 3 times, just like Mariox wasn't happy with his edits. Oh, we got +5 to our stuff, so we actually did fail that. But we got a bonus thanks to Lynette. Photos from recent years show fancy venues and polished sets, but the earlier photos show much humbler venues. Cast list shows in recent years Mariox has collaborated with many famous celebrities, but acting chops are disputed, and Maloney is listed as an investor. There are newspapers clippings among the most. They're about shows of different styles. Those on the first few pages have turned yellow, which means they must be quite old. We need a 15. We got exactly a 15. No, we got 25. Why I thought that 20 was a 10? Mariox's name does appear in some earlier clippings, but mostly in articles bemoaning a series of avant-garde play dispute critical acclaim. In more recent years, there are many reports praising Mariox as a forward-thinking director, one of the greats of his era. The articles are written by a variety of authors from eclectic fields. Horton and Amari are most prolific authors. See, the differences are between the current version of The Lost Puppet and the original. We had 12, so we need 7 or more. That's a 6, so we failed this one. After a quick read through the script, I understand the gist of the story. I sat in the wrong chair. Like, I don't have to sit, I just do it because it's more in character to be seated while doing this. The official script for The Lost Puppet details and the dancing puppet protagonist is rejected by humanity, then begin searching for the meaning of life, investigate, read carefully. We need 12, so we need at least 7. Perfect. In Act 4, the protagonist loses the ability to dance due to wear and tear in her circuitry. There's a note saying, some cursory movements to get the point across will suffice. You also focus on the fancy set and the extras. So we got all the hints except for one.
Returns to the ruins where she began and performs a dance in honor of her deceased companions. She dances until her joints have rusted stiff and mechanical parts are falling from her body. Yep, that's not something a novice could hope to pull off after just a few months of rehearsals.
The basic plot is the same. She loses the ability to dance due to wear and tear in her circuitry. But there's much more emotion behind the scene, than mere for former companions coming to peace with her life. Simple set and solo performance means the lead actress has to carry the whole scene herself. It's a much more demanding role than in the final script.
Frankly, I think that the original script is much better, and the original lead is the best fit. Jillian, shall I go tell Maryu to put you back in the leading role?
Huh? What? Are you serious? But the next show is at the Opera Epiclese. It's such a huge opportunity.
But not such a rare one for me, though, right?
That's different. This isn't you as part of a magic duo. It's a chance to star as the main character in a show. You'll reach whole new heights of fame.
Fame in small doses has its perks, but too much and I'll get overloaded. But if you play the lead, the fame will be yours, and I get to be free. Sounds like a win-win, don't you think?
It'll never work. There's no way Director Mariyu or Maloney would ever agree to it. The set for Act 4 would need to change, as would all the marketing materials. And that would mean asking Maloney for a lot more Mora. Changing actors at the last minute is just too risky. If anything went wrong, it could bankrupt the whole troupe. Plus, Maloney's friends have already published a ton of articles saying how this is the role that Lynette was born to play. No one else can play the protagonist now. If Lynette quit the show and I took her place...
It would destroy the reputation of Maloney's friends.
If Lynette left, they'd sooner stop the whole show than let me take her place.
Stop the whole show? But all the people in the troupe, months and months of everyone's hard work would all be for nothing.
No wonder Mirrex will say anything to keep Lynette on board. Is there another way? We need 15. We have plus free, plus free. Alright, we just need free or higher. Judging from the... What the fuck? Judging from the documents, Mirrex's true intention seems to be... Wait, why is click? All you do is this. You explain your idea to the group.
That's a bold plan. I'm in.
You know, it's a little crazy, but it might actually work.
No way. It's not worth taking such a huge risk just for a chance to be in the spotlight.
Jillian, you said before, whatever disappointment I had left, I wasn't about to take out on you. In other words, that disappointment is still there, but you've kept it bottled up inside. Be honest. You still hope to play the leading role, don't you?
But the thought of putting so many people out just for my sake?
You think they'd be put out? That's not how I see it.
Jillian, you were more dedicated than anyone during the rehearsals for the original script. We all saw how hard you worked for this role. And I think you know that unless we decide to make a stand here, the path we're on is only going to take us further and further from our dreams, all of us. So take it from me, you would not be putting us out. Not one bit.
Whether the plan succeeds, it's up to you.
Guys, Okay. Let's do it. I will play my part.
Yes! I knew you'd come around. All right, I'll let the rest of the troupe know, and we'll start preparing immediately.
Wonderful. This solves everything.
Wait, but what about the threat letter? Do you have any idea who sent it?
As long as we stick to the plan, I'll give up the lead role, so it won't matter anymore, right?
But surely you want to know who it's from. If they're out there and no one's keeping an eye on them, what if they come looking for you?
I doubt they will. It's supposed to be a threat, but they didn't even say what would happen if I don't meet their demands. Plus, the handwriting is kinda childish. Doesn't look like a professional intimidator to me. Who knows? Maybe it was just a fan of yours having a moment.
A fan? Of me?
Maybe there's someone out there who really appreciates your talent, even in the supporting roles.
Could the letter be from one of Jillian's fans? No bonuses, it's just a straight shots and fail. I don't think there's any solid evidence.
It's getting late. We should be leaving.
So suddenly?
Come on.
Lynette grabs your hand and leads you out of the tavern. Lynette realizes something. You seem to hear a sound. You notice the faint sound of sobbing in the corner as you're leaving the tavern. Nani? Is it her daughter?
I'm such an idiot.
It's the daughter!
Sorry for me.
The daughter did it!
You looked like you were seconds away from figuring out who sent the letter, so I had to act fast.
Actually, I have no idea. The card said fuck me.
It was Gina, Jillian's sister.
Oh, you figured it out even though I didn't.
Just because Lady Farina speaks highly of you, it doesn't mean you're all that.
I'm so sorry. Gina's always been a strong-willed child. That's why I never let her visit me at work.
Farina hasn't released her official review of The Lost Puppet yet, which means Gina disobeyed her sister and secretly came to watch her at work.
I guess she must have snuck into the drinks reception and overheard our conversation with Farina. She idolizes Jillian, both as an older sister and an actress. And she watched as the dream role Jillian had been waiting to play for so long got snatched away from her by some amateur who's never acted before. To make matters worse, all the critics were hailing this amateur as a perfect fit for the role, and even Fontaine's former biggest star was praising her abilities.
It was too much for her to take. She wrote in a fit of anger.
And that pretty much sums it up.
Aren't you going to confront her about it?
Like I said, getting angry at angsty teenagers is draining. Besides, if it was my younger brother or sister and they found out I'd been treated unfairly or had an opportunity stolen from me, they'd definitely do something far worse.
Yeah, it makes sense because you're in a house of fucking assassins, but I can imagine.
I was in Jillian's position once. Back when Linny and I were starting out, before we got famous, we just had to take things a day at a time. Doing our shows, slowly trying to build up our reputation. So I can understand Gina's frustration. Still, she could definitely use some pro tips on how to write a threat letter.
No wonder she's so hostile towards you.
No, the way she looks at me is indignant, frustrated, but not malicious. Plus, she didn't even try to hide how she felt. Whoever was giving me that evil stare was backstage. Blending into the crowd at a drinks reception is one thing, but trying to blend in backstage, where everyone's on high alert waiting to be called on stage, would be a lot more difficult. We'll find out who it is before too long. In 2 days' time, at the next show, I think it will become very clear. On that note, guess I'll see you at the Opera House. Bye for now.
16 to 18. Cause I'm 16, it's time to find my way. On a new jump, gonna start them all today. Thank God I'm on my own for the first time. I'm 16, life is sweet when you're growing up too fast. Gotta make the good times last. I'm not very good at chicken hunting. I only got one. All of the Timmy torturers would be ashamed in me.
Oh, you're here. Lynette and Jillian are busy getting ready, so please come with me.
So if it's not the sister, I'm going back to it has to be Jillian. She's just trying to play the good girl. It can't be the director because he's not a good actor.
That puppet in the middle. Is that Lynette? She's so pretty.
It's starting. Keep your voice down.
The protagonist, a dancer, has been abandoned in some ruins. She suspects it's because of a health condition for legs, which has affected her ability to dance. But then she finds the other abandoned puppets who look just like her. Only then does she realize her illness is just a mechanical breakdown, and she is just a dancing puppet.
Wow, I thought it would be hard to follow, but in the end it was actually very clear.
Even though her face was expressionless and she didn't speak the whole time, I felt like I could really understand how the protagonist was feeling.
Act 2. The Journey. Some mechanical puppets believe in the myth. At the end of the world, there is a good god of puppets who can turn puppets into human beings. And so the protagonist and her companion begin their quest. But the myth is a lie, spread by someone with nothing but contempt for puppet kind. At the end of their journey, they are kidnapped, dismantled, melted down, and abused. The protagonist helped her companions escape, but in the process became trapped under the rubble of a crumbling building. She closes her eyes and enters into a deep sleep.
Director Mariyu really is a master of his craft. And so is the actress in the lead role.
I have a friend who saw the show on the opening day. They thought the critics overstated how good it was, but I gotta say, the protagonist is incredible.
Act 2 closes the thunderous applause from the crowd.
It's only been a few days since the last show. Lynette's improved so much.
It's not Lynette.
Wow! I'm speechless. Words simply cannot do justice to the sheer excellence we witnessed from Lynette on stage today.
Your penchant for the hyperbolic strikes again, Almery. Clearly you weren't at a loss for words when you were writing your article. I saw you hand it to the journalist. Trying to get your critique into the papers the moment the show is over, are you?
Well, you know how it is. The early critics get all the readers. Wouldn't you agree, Mariyu?
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? The first half was a huge success. Even I could tell the acting was top tier.
My apologies, Mr. Maloney. Please excuse me for a second. I need to have a little talk with my actors.
Yeah, he knows it's her.
Very well. Hey, while you're at it, this might be a good time to talk future collaborations with Lynette.
He knows it's not her.
Are you guys sure this is gonna work? What if Director Mariyu pushes back? We're already halfway there. We can't back out now. All we need to do is stick to the plan.
What is this plan that you're so intent on hiding from me,
Director Mariyu, I thought you were talking to Maloney and the critics.
Korantan and Armory have both finished their articles. I went to greet them as a mere formality, but you seem to have availed yourselves of my absence during the first half to defy me. What have you done? Was that really Lynette playing the lead role?
Fuck no. Well done, director. You saw right through it.
Ta-da!
Mariax hears Lynette's voice behind him. Beside her is the protagonist, but without her costume on.
I was the one playing the lead role just now.
I switched costumes and masks with Jillian so that I could be the protagonist's companion and stay out of the limelight.
Lynette, why on earth would you do this?
She doesn't want to fucking do this!
You know my acting is amateur. The only reason I'm being seen as a pro, let alone a pioneer, is because you have critics supporting the show.
But right now there's a whole audience out there, and you have no hope of paying them all off.
With me in the leading role during the first half, they wouldn't be expecting anything more. But what happens now that they've seen Jillian in the role? If you force me to play the lead in the second half, they'll be wondering, why is the actress suddenly giving such an underwhelming performance right at the climax of the whole story?
Is it because she's not good enough actress to play the role? Were the critics wrong? Or is it because the director's not always cracked up to be?
These are just some of the questions that will be on everyone's minds during the second half. And those questions will follow them out the doors of the theater after the show ends.
Do you think the critics will still have any credibility then?
There's only one way for you to save your reputation. And that's to keep Jillian as the lead all the way to the end.
Absolutely not. I'd sooner announce that we're having technical difficulties and need to stop the show. If I keep Jillian as the lead for the second half, what do you think will happen in the curtain call when she takes her mask off? Everyone will see that we've changed actors. What will your fans think? They're only here because of you, and what about all the critics who support you? If we get on the wrong side of them, it'll be the death of the whole show. There'd be tickets to refund, fines to pay for breach of contract. The whole troupe's hard work would go down the drain. Don't you see how much this would cost us? You can't just take a job on a whim, then abandon your responsibility the moment you don't feel like doing it anymore. You're playing games with other people's hopes and dreams.
Director Mariyu, please. You're not being fair to Lynette.
Actually, Jillian, he's half right. I did kind of take this on a whim. But my responsibility here is making sure you get back the role that belongs to you.
And I guess part of that responsibility lies with me, considering I badgered you into accepting the job.
Look who finally decided to show up.
Sorry I'm a little late to the show. Work's been keeping me pretty busy lately.
Lenny? What do you want? Do you think you can snap your fingers and make all my problems magically disappear?
Yes.
That might be a little tricky. But instead, I could make something else magically appear.
What's this?
A draft complaint letter, my contract, your legal fees, reimbursement for the tickets, and an advance on the penalty fee for breach of contract.
Wait, what?
Mr. Mariyu, I'm stepping down from the leading role, regardless of whether you choose to cancel the rest of today's show.
If you do suffer unforeseen financial losses from this, you're free to seek damages as per the contract. And if you want to file a lawsuit, there's a draft here that you can use if you need it.
I can't believe this. You're literally handing me a lawsuit against you with a straight face. Of course. All this Mora, it's a pittance to you, isn't it? Must be nice to have the luxury of prior success and fame. Look at us. We're huge stars. One minute we want to go on stage. The next we feel like backing out of the contract. But that's okay. We're famous. We can afford it. You have no respect for other people's work. You're treating other people's hopes and dreams like a big joke. You don't give a hoot how much this show means to other people. You don't even care that the whole production might have to shut down because of you.
That's not true. I do care. And I'm under no illusion as to how much this show means to you.
Oh, brilliant deduction there. Of course it means a lot to me. This is my show. That's the only reason I asked you to be in it in the first place.
Really? Then why do your eyes tell a different story? The way you look at me, it's full of contempt. Almost as if I've destroyed your work of art.
Ah, so it was Marius. He was the one looking at Lynette with contempt. Alright, so my second guess was the correct one, but I technically abandoned that guess, so I guess ultimately I'm still wrong, even though I did guess him at one point.
What? I would never think that.
A couple days ago, I asked some associates to do some digging for me. I was interested to know who else you invited to play the lead apart from Lynette. Surprise, surprise. Turns out that all the other famous actresses you asked either had prior commitments or weren't a good fit for the role. They all turned you down.
And I would have turned you down too, if not for an unlikely set of coincidences.
You didn't send those invitations because you were looking for a better actress than Jillian, but because your investor wanted a big name in your show, right?
Director Mariyu.
It's clear as day that Jillian was an outstanding actress, but fame was the key factor, and that's the one thing she didn't have.
To get Maloney on your side, you chose to make Jillian the understudy, and then look for an opportunity for her to take the lead.
But then Lynette actually accepted your invitation, and her acting debut was sure to attract attention.
I bet you were torn at first, weren't you? Do you stick to the tried and tested formula? Choose Lynette, use her celebrity to get the critics on your side so that you and your investors can line your pockets?
Or do you choose Jillian? so that you and your longtime collaborator can stage the show of your dreams. The original, unedited version of The Lost Puppet.
Whether you did it because of pressure from your investors, or because you were lured in by the money. Ultimately, you betrayed yourself by choosing Lynette.
I didn't. I didn't betray myself.
You mentioned prior success and fame earlier, but you're a well-known director yourself, with countless works to your name. Wouldn't that make you successful too? Or maybe, deep down, none of your current achievements really count as success to you.
Right now, you have an opportunity to send Jillian onto that stage and perform the second half as you always imagined it, faithful to your original script. Your work would be displayed for all of Fontaine to see in its true, perfect form.
Did you say perfect?
Will you keep pursuing the kind of success that you don't even value, at the cost of your own artistic integrity?
Or will you act now before Maloney and the critics can protest and make your dream come true on the stage? And Jillian's dream. In fact, the dreams of the whole troupe.
The whole troupe?
Director Mariu? Actually, most of the money Lenny brought came from us. We all chipped in.
We've worked with you for many years now. Your troupe has been here for you all the way from the empty theaters where we first performed to the Opera House today. We watched as you slowly started down a path you used to despise. The path of powerful connections, drinks receptions, backdoor deals with critics, and collaborations based on fame instead of talent.
But this is just a temporary measure. I did it for the good of the troupe. And besides, this is how the whole industry works. Everyone else is doing it.
Yes, we know. Back when you started, you had to bite the bullet and do these things to keep the troupe afloat. But then what happened? You began to embrace these methods more and more, becoming so reliant on them that every show you put out is overhyped by the media, and every script you write is edited to suit some celebrity's needs. Surely you must have noticed what's happening. While we've been performing at bigger and bigger theaters with each show, the applause is getting quieter and quieter each night. And the criticism from people who've seen the show is growing. Maloney's friends are sycophants. They don't care if the audience is disappointed because the show doesn't live up to their glowing reviews. They praise the things they like and skirt around the things they don't.
Look, I know everyone's using the same promotional tactics, but does that really make it okay?
Well, it's just a stopgap solution. As soon as I've made enough Mora, I'll stop. Things will be different next time.
Dude, just do the fucking show! Oh my god!
Next time, huh? Yeah. Next time, you won't use your connections. Next time, you won't pay off the critics. Next time, you'll let Jillian play the lead.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. If you make some money once, you'll want to do it again, then again. Slowly but surely, you turn your back on your dreams.
I won't turn my back on my dreams any longer, Director Mariu. Never again.
Me neither.
Okay, we need 25. We have 5 from Lynette's support, 8 from Lenny's support. Why is Lenny's support the most important support here? It should be Lynette's. 5 from Jillian's support, 3 from Jockess's support, and 3 from Cyril's support. Well, that's realistic, at least. We know that theirs matters the least. So that's 10, 18, 21, 24 by default. I literally cannot fail.
I had dreams too.
How am I gonna fail this on purpose for the other ending? Failing this on purpose is unironically gonna be difficult as fuck. An unknown period of time elapsed before a group of mechanical puppets finally cleared the rubble. Freed, The protagonists and reactivated her. They told her, "You have been buried here for thousands of years. Mechanical puppets now rule the world." It turns out the puppets who had started the uprising were none other than the protagonist's companions, whom she had rescued all those years ago. The protagonist was now revered as a hero of all puppet kind. The mechanical puppets asked the protagonist what she wishes for, but she only wishes for one thing.
Huh. The plot here seems a little different from what the reviews said.
The protagonist wanted to return to the stage, so the puppets replaced all her parts with the latest ones available, built her a grand opera house, and summoned a huge audience.
And in the end, she forgot herself amidst the applause and cheers of her fellow puppets.
Hey, no spoilers! Huh? Wait, hang on, that's not even what's happening. The set has changed back to the one from the first act.
Oh, Cons. Please let this work out.
No need to be so nervous, Director Mariu. We only told you Lynette would be quitting the show to get you to make a decision. We wanted you to believe that this show would have to end after today, no matter what you decided. But in truth, I believe that if we choose our words carefully, there's no reason we can't get Maloney to come around and keep the show going.
Maloney's putting his experience at fooling people to work. But you should definitely keep in touch.
You really thought this plan through. But I'm not upset about what you've done. What's worrying me now isn't how Maloney will react or whether the show will get cancelled. It's the audience. I've always thought the original script is better, but will it move them like I've always hoped? When Jillian does her curtain call, will they applaud her? What if people only came to see the show for Lynette? And because of the reviews, what if they don't really care about the show at all? It feels like I've been hiding inside my safe little castle for too long. And now I'm scared to go outside the walls and hear what people really think.
Ellipses.
We're right here with you. We'll watch it to the end.
Act 4, Ruin, original script. The extra decks for puppets offer new parts in the grand stage built in her honor. Her only wish is to see her companions again, but she is told they have given their lives for the revolution. Their bodies lie buried in the ruins where they first met. The protagonist returns to the ruins alone, where her journey first began. She performs one last dance before the graves of her companions. Her circuitry burns out. Her parts become loose and fall from her body. But she keeps dancing, until her body completely shuts down. It has taken her thousands of years, but at last, she has finally found a reason for dancing.
Wow. Okay, this ending is much better.
I love how they brought back the set from Act 1 and gave it a whole new meaning. What a fantastic twist.
Time for the curtain call. It's the moment of truth. Will the class continue after I take off the mask? I could always leave my mask on. Nobody would ever know.
I feel like some minor timing is messing up these scenes.
When it's truly deserved.
I feel like they messed up some of the timing. Like, she was talking about, I could keep the mask on when the mask was already off. And I feel like the clapping was only supposed to start after Farina clapped. Because we see Farina clap before we see everyone else clap. So, I think they fucked up the timing twice there.
Jillian, you were amazing! Syra was tearing up when you did your final solo dance. Well, so are you.
Really? I was so nervous. My legs felt like they'd turned to jelly.
What looked like an actor unsteady on her feet was in fact a poignant expression of the protagonist's frailty in her last moments. Or whatever.
Oh no, I can't take any more of that.
Hey, Mario! What the heck was that? Why wasn't Lynette playing the lead?
Because fuck
You
you.
are already going to press. You better have a good explanation for this.
It was my...
Hey now, it was all of our...
Hold on. The decision was mine, and mine alone. They had nothing to do with it. If you have any concerns, gentlemen, then please direct them to me.
Marry you? So it was you? Well then, I trust you'll have no objection to me pulling the plug on this production.
His worst fears acting coming true. Time for Act 5.
Mr. Maloney, what on earth is going on? Why was Lynette not in the lead role? It took a lot of convincing from me for her to accept the role, and I had to turn down some big work opportunities to come and watch her performance today. You have some explaining to do.
Lenny, it was all his idea. Marry you. Explain yourself.
Wait, Lenny, as a matter of fact, this was a piece of performance art. In this play, the masks and costumes serve to obscure the differences between characters. And by extension,
I get it. You're making him afraid of Lenny, and then when we convince Lenny, he has to be convinced too. Because he's already afraid of Lenny's wrath.
Performer and the next. So it's in service of the ambitious artistic goals of the production.
What?
It's similar to deceiving the audience in a magic show. We employed this technique as a means of breaking the fourth wall. It allows the audience to more intuitively understand the cognitive dissonance felt by the protagonist as a machine trying to reconcile the notion of her humanity. The audience's experience mirrors the protagonist's own confusion and becomes part of the artistic performance itself.
Hold up. What is this nonsense?
Oh, I see. Well, bravo, Director Mariu. You even had me fooled.
That's probably more because you just don't really understand avant-garde art very well, Lenny.
Maybe so, maybe so. Well, perhaps it went over my head, but I'm sure our experts are a mile away.
You must have worked it out by the end of the first half, surely. Mr. Amory, I just heard that you managed to write your review after just the first 2 acts.
I'm sure it'll help Director Marius by setting future audiences up for the surprise twist at the end.
Yes, you're right. Director Mariu and I are old friends. You should have said something. Then I could have played along even better.
Yes, well, to deceive the audience, you must first deceive your closest companions. I have to give credit to Lynette and her experience in performing magic. That's what inspired me to take my art to the next level.
Hmm? You mean your show was partly inspired by Lynette's background in magic? Well, in that case, I'll have to plug it to everyone I know.
Unfortunately, I think Mr. Maloney is going to cancel the show.
Cancel the show? Mr. Maloney, is this true?
While I accept that deceiving the audience in the manner you did certainly has artistic merit, this is not a magic show, and we don't want our audience demanding their money back.
A very valid criticism, and one that I humbly accept. If that happens, we're prepared to reimburse and apologize to any audience members who weren't satisfied with the experience.
Based on their reaction today, I think that's what most people want to see is an excellent piece of theater, not celebrity cameos.
It looks like Jillian is better than me at delivering the excellence people want to see. I'm sure audiences will be very happy with the show if she's allowed to stay in the leading role.
Some reviews have said that Lynette gave the performance of the year. Wouldn't you say Jillian was the performance of a lifetime?
Maloney, I believe there should still be time to tweak my article. From the look on Lynette's face, I think she's being sincere.
Oh, one other thing. We managed to get a meeting with Lady Farina earlier. All thanks to the Traveler's reputation, of course.
I am famous.
She agreed to write a review focusing on Jillian's performance and the quality of the show as a whole. She promised to give her honest opinion. And I'm sure today's audience will be discussing her performance too. There's sure to be a variety of opinions.
But what about you, Mr. Corentin? I'm sorry, I'm tired. How would you rate this show?
I mean, art at its finest, clearly. But I'll have to give it some thought before I decide exactly what to rate.
Oh, of course. Always good to put some thought into these things. Especially now, with a growing range of voices out there. I imagine competition for readers becomes more fierce when everyone's discussing the topic.
Corentin, Amory, let's go.
A sour-faced Maloney leaves the critics in tow. You and Lenny excuse yourselves and something else happens, I don't know.
Thank you both so much. Without the two of you, who knows how much further down that cynical path I would have gone. I always told myself that once I'd made enough Mora, I'd get back to doing what I loved. But somewhere along the way, I started to lose sight of what that was. Just like those critics with their dishonest reviews, I became all about the trappings of success, at the expense of the art itself.
At least you came to your senses just in time, and you got an amazing group of talented people behind you.
Right. Yes. I'm a very lucky man. Anyway, enough about my problems. What are we going to do about the threat letter that Lynette received?
Okay, so who the fuck was it? I know, we already knew it was the sister.
But it doesn't seem like it was one
Sister was Fret, he was Glares.
Yes, about that.
Lynette, do you have a moment?
Wait, you're Jillian's sister, right?
I'm sorry. Gina insisted on coming to see Lynette. I couldn't stop her.
Lynette, I'm sorry!
Lynette just shot me a glance. I wasn't sure what mode to use in this situation. Just use conversation mode. You win by default.
Yeah, me neither.
Wait, but...
We know nothing!
Do you mean when we ran into you at the Full of Sandra? And you said some mean things to me?
Yes, we know nothing but the note.
You were only trying to look out for your sister. It was just a few words spoken in anger. Don't worry. Whatever it was you said, I've already forgotten.
Oh. I see.
Are you smart enough to realize what we're going at?
Sounds like Gina knows what she did was wrong. Owning up to your mistakes and committing to do better in the future is what counts.
I understand that feeling of wanting to stand up for your family when they're being mistreated. Really, I do. But next time, maybe consider a different tactic? Something you can pull off more effectively, and without arousing suspicion.
Stop giving her ideas!
Thank you.
Why do I feel like I'm missing something here?
You aren't. Move on.
Hey, here you are. I was wondering where you'd all run off to.
Great! Everyone's in one place. That makes this so much easier.
Everyone's in one piece. What? What's up?
What do you think? It's group photo time. We have to commemorate the debut of the Lost Puppet Director's Edition. Okay, everyone, we all have pretty awkward smiles on our faces in the photo from Hotel de Boer, so this time, no forced smiles allowed.
Oh, am I really not allowed to force a smile?
Is smiling tough for you?
I'll try, I suppose. I think I can manage.
Lynette, Traveler, come on. You two should be right in the middle. 3, 2...
I'm not even part of the cast! Main character privilege, I guess. Hey, little sister's here too, even though she also isn't part of the play. A roaring success. My line of thought was a bit off. It's fine as long as your smile is genuine. Alright, we got one more ending to get, and dear fucking god! Lynette's thing alone almost brought us to our 2-hour mark. Yeah, I don't think we're doing Beto's. I think Beto's free endings are gonna have to be her own stream. Alright, let's get Lynette's other ending. Where is the split point? Near the end. So I just have to watch what happens, I'm guessing? Yeah, I guess we have to watch the little sister get in trouble. We must watch her get in trouble for her sins.
Thank you both so much. Without...
That letter? I was the one who wrote it.
What?
Gina? So it was you?
Director, it's time for... Oh, okay. Weird energy here. I think we came at a bad time.
Lynette, Gina must have been worried sick about me. I'm sure even she wouldn't do something so stupid if she was in her right mind. I'm so sorry. I promise I'll make it up to you somehow.
Jillian, no! This is completely my fault, and I'm the one who should have to bear the consequences. I got the wrong end of the stick and completely misjudged Lynette.
Shall we hear what Lynette has to say?
Well, since I haven't actually suffered any losses, seeking redress could be difficult. Maybe we could just let this one slide.
Really? Are you sure?
After all, Gina wouldn't be the first person to ever misjudge me, right?
True. True.
In any case, I think we can all agree it was a misunderstanding and nothing more. No need to overcomplicate things.
But still, I was wrong to write that letter. I should own up to my actions, make it up to you in some way.
She seems really insistent.
If that's what you really want, then how about helping out backstage?
Huh? Backstage?
The crew could always use an extra hand. Plus, it'll give your older sister a chance to keep an eye on you and stop you getting into any more trouble.
Thank you, Lynette. Really, thank you so much.
The whirlwind of events have finally resolved. A few days later, something happens. You're finally awake. Show's about to start.
Is it? I'm so much more at home here in the Philippines. I get to sit on a comfy seat, and I don't have to activate my energy-consuming modes all the time.
Sounds like Gina got more than she bargained for on the backstage job. Gave her your supporting role in the play, too?
Mary said she's a very promising young actress, and she has natural chemistry with her older sister. In their capable hands, the show doesn't need me to attract an audience anymore.
I feel like this is going to cause more contractual problems. You don't even feel a little bit disappointed? Fame was right around the corner. She's already famous.
Fame is more trouble than it's worth. I'd rather leave that side of things to my brother and the others. I'm happiest when I get to sit in a quiet place, watch them do their thing, and cheer them on.
Like you're doing now?
Yep, exactly like I'm doing now.
Seat in the audience. Where there's someone performing on stage, there will always be others clapping in the audience. I don't know why I saved that. How is it raining indoors? Okay. So the stream has been going for exactly 2 hours. I am pretty sure at least 50 minutes of those 2 hours were me setting up the stream. However, I do not want to do Beto's thing right now because I don't want this to become a 4-hour stream. It's entirely possible I could finish Beto's in an hour and make it a 3-hour stream, but it also feels kind of unlikely. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull for Chaska now, because I really want to, and then we're going to just do more pictures for the rest of the stream. Cool? Cool. Give me a Chaska. Give me a Chaska. Give me a Chaska. Oh my god! Instant Chaska!
Chaska, Flower Feather Clan. Any disputes you need me to end for you? Depending on the situation, it could cost you a little dignity. A few drinks, or potentially a round of ammo.
I fucking hate her asymmetrical legs. But yes! Hello, Aurora. Give me another Chaska, just for shits and giggles. I still don't have Aoife, by the way. Do I dare go for her bow? What's the info on her bow? Crit damage and base attack. For 12 seconds after triggering a swirl reaction, attack increases by 24%. In addition, when one, two, or more characters in the party are of a different element type from the equipping character, damage dealt by the equipping character's charge attacks increase by 20 and 84%. Elemental burst damage increased by 10% or 24%. Is your skill considered a charge attack? Chaska, is your skill a charged attack? Chaska and the will residing in her weapon resonate, dealing Night Soul aligned AoE ammo damage. After using the skill, Chaska gains 80 Night Soul points and enters Night Soul's blessing state. Continually consumes Night Soul points. When Night Soul points are fully depleted or the skill is used again, Chaska's Night Soul blessing state will end. Her Night Soul blessing state has the following traits. Mount Soul Splitter reduces strength, increases Chaska's movement speed, and interrupts in the state. Chaska will continuously consume Night Soul points and remain airborne when sprinting or increasing height. Extra Night Souls will be consumed. When using normal charge attacks, tap, hold to switch between using multi-target fire in different ways. So yes, it's considered a charge attack. Tap, deal Night Soul 1 animal damage to opponents in the field. This damage is considered normal attack damage. Hold, enter aiming mode and choose a certain number of opponents within a certain range. Before loading up to 6 Shadow Hunt shells, based on the duration in which the shell is charged. When 6 shells have been loaded and the charging is stopped, these shells will be fired at the chosen opponent in sequence. Deal Night Soul aligned animal damage was considered charge attack damage. Yep. Alright, so yeah, that's actually awesome for her. Do I have any bows that work with her, or do I specifically need Chaska's bow? That's what we got. So these 5-star bows are in use, but I'll read them anyway. Almost bow. Increase normal and charge attack damage by 12%. After a normal charge, the deals damage by further 8%. Every 0.2 see arrows in the air. I don't think your arrows are in the air for long, so that's not super helpful. You'll just get a straight 12%. Increases crit damage by 25%. Hits have a 7% chance to fix a small AoE attack, dealing 125 physical AoE damage can only occur once every 3.5 seconds. Technically it works for her, I guess. I don't think that physical damage is great. Also, Auroron isn't really using this to its full potential, so I might as well just give it to you. Because Auroron's an assist. He isn't really shooting arrows. Thundering Pulse. Increase attack by 20% and gains the Might of Thunder emblem. At stack levels 1, 2, 3, the Thunder emblem increases normal attack damage, but you don't normal attack. This is basically Yoimiya's signature weapon. I don't think it gets better than just giving you the Skyward Harp, so... Actually, no, because Skyward Harp is physical attack damage. Is there anything that gives a better charge boost? You don't have elemental skill damage. Up to 20% boost. Six seconds of boost after you use your skill, and you'll have elemental mastery. I mean, I guess that could work, but I still think this might be better since it has crit rate. Yeah, should I just go with the Skyward Harp, or should I pull for her weapon? It's such a hard call, because I can't guarantee her weapon. I cannot guarantee her weapon. But getting it wouldn't suck. What does Surf's Up do? Would Surf's Up be a dead item on my account if I got that instead? Crit and base. Max HP increased by 20. Once every 15 seconds for 14 seconds after using the elemental skill, gains Scorching Summer stacks. Each attack increases normal attack damage by 12%. For the duration of the effect, every 1.5 seconds, lose one stack after normal attack hits the opponent. Once every 1.5 seconds, gain a stack after triggering Vaporize reaction to opponent. Yeah, that's a pretty dead item. It would only really work on Sangonomiya Kokomi, but I don't use offensive Sangonomiya Kokomi, so I guess I probably shouldn't pull for it? Do I have anything else that could use a Vaporize reaction? I mean, Klee could be... I guess I could build Vaporize Klee, or Vaporize Yoimiya. Not Yoimiya. Vaporize, where are you? Yanfei? So Vaporize Yanfei, Vaporize Klee, or Vaporize... Kokomi. I should really save for characters. And the Skyward Harp works well enough. I'll leave it for now. And if I see someone super freaking tempting, then maybe I'll do something. I mean, no, that's not what I meant to say at all. I'll leave it for now, and if no character I care about is coming up, then I'll pull for the weapon. Alright, let's take some pictures and then end off the stream. Fontainer is the Traveler, idle animation in the designated area. I do like Farina. Ah, it's you, Dwayne. Sorry, I didn't realize you were here. The resort is huge. There's barely anyone I recognize. Luckily, I ran into you. What are you up to, Fruminite? I'm observing the sea around Natland. There are aquatic creatures here I've never seen before, like those two over there. Those are Dufalet's relatives. The Eudex? They look different. I can't believe they're related. Could it be that the same organisms grow differently depending on wherever they live in Fontaine or Natland? Natland's ecology is so different from Fontaine's. It's truly something special. Only everyone from the house could come here and see it. You always skill in pictures of the resort. I'll help. Pictures? That's a wonderful idea. That way I can record the scenery so I never forget. I'll get a picture of you while we're at it. A picture of me? Really? I'm not turning you down. I'm just not used to standing in front of a camera. Father once told me if I keep hiding myself away, I'd end up worrying those who care about me. So, I've been wanting to kick that bad habit. Alright, since you offered, I guess it's time to get my picture taken. Do you have any ideas on how I should pose? Fun. Like this? That's not fun! Let's go with a shy pose instead. Alright then. How about formal? That's better, actually! Perfect, I'll accept the camera. I'm ready. I could use Farina. But if it's gonna be with Feminine, then... Come on, this picture has to be with Lynette if we're gonna be doing it with Feminine. It has to be with Lynette. It has to be with his family.
Time for afternoon tea.
Kitty, oh my sweetie baby. Hydro charge attack. So obviously it will be easier to take this picture of New Valette. But oh my god, it would look so much better with Farina. Perfect. I'm trying to think how many more streams do I have before this event will be done. I'm obviously going to do a Beto stream. What are the chances of me doing like a card stream before this ends? Should I just do 2 for this stream, or should I do 3 and then do 3 for another? You know what? Let's do 3. Let's do 1 more page. Weapon must be a bow or a traveler's present. 12 to 16, designated area. Boom, 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 boom. Hey there, Dwayne. Seems like to see a flower caught your eyes as well. May I take pictures of the flowers? That's a great idea. I don't think you can take pictures without a camera. Are you sure you brought yours? I do have it equipped. Oh. The thing takes the camera spot. That's interesting. I can't pick up that butterfly. Alright, I need somebody with a bow or the Traveler. Well, I mean, shit, if we're taking the picture with Tainari, there's only one correct answer now, isn't there?
Everything's ready. Let's go.
Master Tainari, let's take a picture together. Fun. Will this work? Staring at a bomb? A pear? Let's go for cool pose instead. Looking Sure, man, whatever you say. Formal. Boring. Fun it is. $12 to $16. Sweet little bumblebee, I know what you want from me. Do 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 la la, do 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 la la. Sweet little bumblebee, more than just a fantasy. Do 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 la la, do 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 la la. Sorry, Master Tainari. Didn't mean to shoot you. Okay, maybe I meant to shoot you a little. It's for all the extra homework assignments, you fuck! Waddle waddle. Any waddle way, waddle waddle. Any waddle way, waddle. Till the very next day, bum 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 bada bum. Wait, where are you? You're up here. And he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, got any grapes?" And he waddled away, waddle waddle. And then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Until the very next day, bum 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 bada bum. Dendro at 23 to 3. Oh, are these second pictures supposed to be the Archons? Because first was Pyro, and second was Hydro, wasn't it? Are these pictures supposed to be the Archons? I meant to bounce. Because for Bennett's, for the fire picture, I used Bennett's. Sorry, Paimon. What did I use for the water picture? I genuinely don't remember. Was there a water picture? I used Farina. I remember, because I did the, charge skill. So yeah, it's always it's meant to be the Archons.
Out in the horizons again.
These pictures are supposed to be of the Archons. whatever character I have available. Between 23 and 3.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
Alright, so for future reference, how am I looking in my save for a character and or weapon fund? 7,000. 1,600 is a pull, so I almost have enough for 50 pulls. Yeah, I probably shouldn't try for the bow and arrow. Chances of getting low.
Add Astra at... Add Astra... Thank you for complete...
Alright, well, that's it for today's episode of Let's Stream Genshin Impact. Hope you guys enjoyed. Must I enjoy me for you all. If you enjoyed and want to see more of my content, you can find me at youtube.com/KingD353. Again, that's youtube.com/KingD353. Every donation's appreciated for those $1. Not the fuck? When I'm not re-uploading streams, I'm uploading episodes of Persona 5 Royal, Yu-Gi-Oh! Lexia the Duelist, and whatever other random nonsense I decide to post. Also, if you I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Every donation's appreciated. Below $1 a month, you can help support the channel, as well as help ensure I get to eat food. Finally, if you want to spend some time with me, you can join me in personal Discord. If you watch this on YouTube, the personal Discord link will be found in the description down below. If you watch this on Discord, the fuck? Can you watch this on Discord? No, I'm pretty sure you can't. If you're watching this on... Stop that. If you're watching this on... Motherfucker! I'm going to commit war crimes. Sorry, having some technical difficulties. If you're watching this on Discord, the link is being posted right about... No! Until there we'll chat, play videos, games, share memes, have ourselves a grand old time. Fuck, my throat hurts! Deuces Twitch. Let's see who we can raid. Understand. Wipes. Nanny waddle away, waddle waddle. Nanny waddle away, waddle waddle. Until the very next day, bum 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 bada bum. Alright, found someone to raid. I don't really want to listen to COD, but... eh. Alright, click if you want to join the raid. I will start the raid in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Somehow the surviving for so long.